Well, good evening, this is Houndog Steve wishing you a very pleasant evening, and Bill Gates is shocked. He's shocked, I tell you. He's shocked by conspiracy theories about him and Fauci. Well, fancy that. Well, maybe, Bill, if you didn't want to control the world so much and control everything that people put into their bodies, if you weren't one of the largest landowners in the US whilst telling everybody that they should own nothing and be happy, well, maybe they wouldn't be quite so suspicious. And what about the artificial food, Bill? All of that Beyond Meat kind of stuff that you're promoting. And what about trying to change the atmosphere, the very atmosphere, to filter out the sun? There is a word for people like you, and it is called a megalomaniac. So no wonder people are talking about Billy Gates and Tony Fauci. So this from RT. Bill Gates shocked by CV conspiracy theories about him and Fauci suggests social media firms may help censor such evil talk. And here he is. Gates to hell. Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates is looking to possibly enlist the help of big tech to help censor offending online voices after he and US CV czar Anthony Fauci were victimized by evil conspiracy theories. Nobody would have predicted that I and Dr. Fauci would be so prominent in really kind of evil theories about, did we create the outbreak? Are we trying to profit from it? And on, Gates said Wednesday in a Reuters interview. Well, are you, Bill? I think when you're looking at billions and billions and billions of dollars in profit over these inoculations, who wouldn't be suspicious? Gates, whose foundation has committed upward of $1.75 billion to help fight the global outbreak, questions how many people believe such theories and said he hopes such discussion goes away. But he noted that there are millions of messages out there targeting him and Fauci, and he hinted that censorship may be needed to combat them. And this is what people do who cannot stand to be contradicted and are in a position of power. They censor the public, they censor the voices that are criticizing them. And here he is going on with Facebook, who've already been censoring people left, right and centre, YouTube doing the same thing. It is just unbelievable, and of course it just fuels the whole idea of theories that Bill Gates might not be up to things that are benefiting the general public. We are going to have to get educated about this over the next year and understand how does it change people's behaviour, Gates said. How should we have minimized this, either working with social media companies or explaining what we were up to in a better way? And there you go, there's your Freudian slip. What were you up to? Up to no good. Social media platforms have already strictly censored content that contradicts current mainstream orthodoxy on the CV outbreak. For instance, a group of doctors was silenced on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube last July after streaming a press conference in which some members made such verboten statements as recommending the use of HCQ as a treatment for the virus and questioning the efficacy of face masks in preventing the spread of CV. Mainstream media outlets have frequently given Gates a platform and a free pass, by the way, as an authority on CV policy, although he doesn't hold elected office or a position in government. For example, he has opined on the likelihood of being able to hold the Tokyo Olympics later this year and says there won't be a return to normal life sans CV restrictions and mask wearing until well into 2022. And all this from an unelected, unqualified. This is a guy who came up with a computer operating system. He's not a doctor, he's not a scientist, he's just a guy who reads studies, just like you and I. And he's got a lot of money, and he is using it to control the situation in the world. And it is right that we should mistrust this man. And when you look at all of the things that Bill Gates is involved in, the World Health Organization, Gavi, vaccination groups, China, CDC, it's absolutely unbelievable. So, Mr. Gates, please wander on, but if you were to look at all of the things that you were involved in, all of the crossovers, the kind of money that we are looking at here, I think that the public have every right to question who you are, where you come from and what your motives are. So if you've enjoyed this article, please like, comment and subscribe below. And in the meantime, this is Houndog Steve signing off, wishing you a very pleasant evening, and we'll talk very, very shortly. You take care now. Bye-bye.